What is going on, everyone? Anthony Drew Gary here, and this week on the How To Show, I want to talk about how children can make some income, even in years where they can't go and get the job at the fast food place or anything like that. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I saw two really cool resources on this, both from a community I'm part of online, where folks have been doing this, and it's been worthwhile. And so the first one is for a little bit younger kids, and the second one's for a little bit older kids, and I'll explain both of them in greater detail. But I saw an opportunity for roughly 8, 9, 10-year-olds to get a babysitting job. And that might sound really wild in the sense that why would you trust an 8, 9, or 10-year-old babysitting? And the truth is they are essentially babysitting while the parent is still home. And so let's say you're a mom or a dad and you've got a couple of younger kids at home, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, that range. And if you know this, you've lived this life, it is really hard to get anything done while your kids are up and at it and getting into things and being very active and maybe even needy during this time. And so a parent of an 8, 9, 10-year-old got together with their child and decided we're going to offer babysitting while the parent is still home. And so essentially this 9-year-old is coming to your house and playing with your kids, and they're charging it's either $3 to $5 an hour, and they set this up this way, and so far no one has paid them $3 an hour. Everyone is paying $9 an hour just for the opportunity to have somebody in their house playing with their children and giving them some of their time back so that they can do productive things. And so in reality, if you've got an hour of an 8 or a 9-year-old's time, you're probably only going to get maybe 40 to 45 useful minutes out of it, because you're still going to have to take on some catastrophes. That's just the way that it works. But for $3 to $5 an hour, there's probably no better use of your dollars than to buy back some of your time. And for that 8, 9, or 10-year-old, there's probably no better way to earn a little bit of money. The example that I'm using, this child ended up paying for all of their summer camps doing this. And so just want to bring this as an opportunity to you because it just sounded fascinating to me. It's like it's the perfect storm. It's what the 8-year-old needs, it's what the 2-year-old wants, and it's what the parent needs. So check it out if it makes sense in your idea of a lifestyle. This is probably best suited for folks who live in suburbia or someplace where there's a dense amount of people and children. If you live in a rural area, this may be a little bit harder, but give it a try if it makes sense for you. And so that knocks out the window for the 8, the 9, the 10-year-olds. The next one is maybe for that next step. If you're 11, 12, 13, or if you're an 8, 9, 10-year-old who has good fine motor skills, and that is you have, in most houses, you have window screens. And essentially this is a piece of aluminum or metal around the edge in a square or rectangle with a little bit of screen inside that gets smushed together with some spline. And generally speaking, if you go around walking around a neighborhood, you will find houses who have these screens that have been ripped, damaged, or whatever, and everybody has a screen that needs to be replaced. But nobody wants to go through the hassle of going to the home improvement store, buying the screen, buying the new spline, and buying the tool to ultimately fix these, because it just seems like a real pain, and it's just not ever the highest thing on somebody's priority list. And so what I'm recommending here is, as a child, you can market this service that I will repair your window screens, and it gives the opportunity to do a little bit of true business analytics, maybe with your parents, that you need to figure out how much your materials cost to replace a screen relative to how much you're going to charge to do it to make sure that you can be profitable. And this is a type of project that the children can absolutely do. And in fact, again, no parent really wants to do this. And if you take it off to some window shop or whatever, they're probably going to overcharge you significantly because it's not the highest and best use of their time too. So again, one trip to the home improvement store for the little tool that pushes the spline together, and then buying some spline, buying some new fabric for the window screens. Above and beyond that, you need a pair of scissors and a utility knife, and so that's part of the reason why I said maybe a little bit older children, because you don't want to have any trips to the emergency room over replacing window screens. But it's a cool opportunity, something that I didn't think of when I was a kid on either one of these. That hindsight 2020, I probably would have done both of them, and so hopefully this can be of a benefit to you. give your opportunity for your children to make a little bit of money this summer, and so maybe they don't have to ask you for everything because they've got a little bit of money on their own. So that's going to bring this episode of the show to a close. Hopefully you got some value out of this, and if you did or did not, leave me a comment either way. Let me know what I can be doing better or what I can be talking about that's interesting to you. As always, if you're looking to transact real estate in the Indianapolis or greater Indiana market, you can get in touch with me in the comments or at indydwell.com. Got a house going live this morning. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can do the same for you. So if you want to be a subscriber, be the first to know about new content each and every Wednesday, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll be in tune to know about this video and all the future ones coming. And check out the previous videos. There's a couple hundred of them out there now. You can probably get some value from them. Till next time, this is Anthony Drew Gary, host of The How To Show, signing off.